Hello everybody, my name is Felicia Chang and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be doing a little Q&A from the questions I got on Instagram that was like, ask me anything fitness related. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. Okay, question number 1. How did you figure out a sustainable cut for you? Did you count calories? So last year I did a bodybuilding competition and you had to get pretty lean for that. So okay, the first thing I did was I got a coach because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this cut myself. Like, I had to get very lean. So I wanted a more professional help to help me cut to get that lean. So how we went about the cut was, so we kept my protein and my fats around the same, and we very slowly lowered the amount of carbs I was eating every single week. I cut for about I will say 5 months to really get to this show leanness that I needed to be at. And I did not count calories. I only counted my macros. That was the only thing that really mattered. But yeah, I counted macros, and long story short, I worked with the coach to help me figure out a sustainable cut for me. Okay, question number 2. Tips on how to eat well and meal prep while having a busy schedule. So I totally understand having a busy schedule because I'm a college student myself. So something I do, I definitely meal prep. I buy a lot of stuff from Costco during the weekend or something, and then I will kind of have my meals planned out for that. And I don't necessarily meal prep traditionally, but I have everything in a big bowl, and I just scoop up portions and measure them when I am going to eat. And the day before I'm about to eat a meal, I plan out everything that I'm gonna eat. I put it in my fitness pal so that I know exactly what I'm gonna eat and I don't have to think about it. So making it as easy and simple as you can for you, you know what I mean? And also eat a lot of the same meals every single day of the week, the same lunch, the same breakfast, the same dinner. And that makes it a lot easier while having a busy schedule. Okay, question number 3. Do you track macros when eating outside? If so, do you have any tips or suggestions? So actually, I only recently started eating out. While I was in prep, I didn't really eat out at all. I measured all my own food because when you're out, you don't really know. The best you can do is guesstimate, or some restaurants, a lot of chain restaurants, they have nutrition facts on their website that you can kind of look at, but restaurants don't measure out things the same way that we would, you know what I mean? So when I go outside, I try to order really simple meals if I can, just chicken and rice, or fish and rice, just some protein with rice. So I can kind of eye it and figure out the amount of protein and the amount of calories in a meal. And when I go out to eat now, I mostly just guesstimate the calories while prioritizing protein and simple ways of cooking as well. So that'd be my little tip for eating out, just guesstimating the calories. Choosing great options might not be the most indulgent option, but if you want to reach your goals, there are goals that need to be hit, so gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Yeah, anyways, yes. And okay, question number 4. What are your competition plans for 2025? So I don't 100% know what my competition plans are. We're in a building season right now, so I'm trying to gain more muscle mass that I need for the bikini division in the NPC, which is the federation I compete in. I am trying to build my shoulders and my glutes, just overall muscle density. And I will not want to start prep until I feel okay, we're at a good place to cut, because I want to show up my next season, which is the competition season, looking very, very different from my first competition season, which I definitely think I will. I want to pack on a lot more muscle. So aiming to do a show maybe the end of this year, maybe. I don't really know. We don't know yet, but yeah, I'm excited, and I just want to continue to improve my physique and build as much as I can and the best I can to show up the best I can on stage and look very different. But yeah. Okay, number 5. How long have you trained before prep? So this is very different from, okay, so I have 2 answers. So I feel the amount of training my legs got and the amount of training my upper body got were very different. So I did legs very on and off since like 2020. So I'll say about 5 years. It was very on and off, I will say. Like some months I was like going every day, and then some months in between I would not go to the gym at all. So my legs were very on and off, but in the past year I've been really focusing on growing my glutes. I think my quads are in a okay place, but just growing those glutes, yeah. And then upper body, actually did not start training until May of last year, so May of 2024. So I actually thought, I literally don't know why I thought this, but I was like, oh, if I train upper body, it'll literally make me a man, which is not the case at all. So I never trained upper body until May of 2025, when I decided I wanted to compete. Don't recommend, but yeah, start training now. Start training as soon as possible, because you do need a good amount of muscle density and definition depending on which division you're in. But yes, I am in bikini, so I need to build those shoulders and glutes and everything, to be so real with you. But yeah, okay. Number 6, question number 6. What is your favorite and least favorite exercise? Okay. I will say my favorite and least favorite exercise for both lower and upper body. So I will say for upper body, I don't really have that many least favorites, but I will say probably incline bench is one of my least favorites. I don't know. I don't really like that movement, but yeah, it's fine. It's not bad or anything, but I don't love it. And sometimes I get out of breath real quick and I have to stabilize a lot with my core. So it's like low-key cardio, but it's not, and is not supposed to be. But yeah. And my favorite exercise for upper body is probably I really like single arm lat pull downs. They're awesome. And I also do really like lateral raises. Like, oh, lateral raises give me the best pump ever. But single arm lateral or single arm lat pull downs, I can really feel I could really feel it in my lats. And for lower body, my least favorite exercise, for sure, Smith machine step ups. Oh my God, I actually oh my God, it's cardio for me. I don't know why, it's just cardio and it's very tiring, but maybe that's just a sign that I need to do it more. Yeah, but my favorite exercise for lower body is probably the reverse hack squat RDLs. So the one where you're having the hack squat on your shoulders, but you're facing the machine and you're RDLing. Because I feel like when the load is on my shoulders rather than carrying dumbbells or something to RDL, it just feels so much better on my hamstrings and I can feel it a lot more. Not all exercises are made equal, even though they're hitting the same body part. Okay, what is the best way to find a coach if you don't know where to start? That was question 7. I started looking at a lot of podcasts and just listening to what a lot of people had to say. And a lot of coaches are also on podcasts, and a lot of bodybuilding teams will also have their own individual podcasts. My team, we're Team Pro Physique, and they have the Pro Physique Code, which is their podcast, and I listen to it all the time. And you can kind of get a lot of information and knowledge just from listening to those. So really look into that. And also Instagram. Instagram is a really good place. You can look at athletes that you like their physique and look at who their coach is. But that's kind of how I started looking at it. But I found my coach specifically off of a podcast. And I also looked at her YouTube. I searched a lot up on bikini competitions when I was starting to be interested in competing. So yeah, that was my answer to that. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And please comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And stay tuned for more.